I'm using the affinity photo, and the function within here will be to remove this, try and remove this shadow and tripod. You can't quite see it very well, but if I swap into live projection, which is one of the good features about affinity photos, if we go to equirectangular projection, we'll see the photo as it would be in a 360 viewer. So you'll get to see all the image, and we can see that roughly down here, if I spin this around a bit, we've got this tripod base, and equally we've got the shadow. So let's see if we can remove that. So if I go into the clone brush tool, now if I zoom up this section down here, we'll see if we can actually start to remove that. So I'm in a brush tool, I've selected a moderate size, I've got 100% on opacity and 30% on hardness, so that if I select an area, you'll see that it doesn't go right to the edge, so it's got a slightly softer edge, so we can actually put that in there, and we can actually start making progress in taking out this shadow. You can see we've got a shadow there which crosses and takes over that, so we can actually, you've got to be careful because obviously I'm picking up this other shape down the bottom here, so we can actually take some of these other areas and just use them to wipe that out. And what we'll do is we'll come over here and take some of these areas. Some of the areas which are more general, you don't have to zoom in too far. Just make sure you're trying to keep it random by spreading the content areas around a bit. Now, obviously, as we come up here, I'll zoom back in again. We'll come up here to the rock, where we've got this sort of blend. What I might do is drop the size of the brush down a bit, and I'll capture that area there, and we'll just pop that in there. It doesn't matter if you sort of start taking out some of the features that are already there, because no one's actually going to go to this thing and take a copy of this photo with them to actually decide whether you got it right or whether you got it wrong. I'd be very surprised if they did, to be honest. Just take that there and pop that on there. So you can see we're kind of taking it out. We've got this section here, so we can actually take probably this section across here and obliterate that. Take that there, bring that down to there, and take a look at there. So we just keep playing with this and just delicately shape it in. We can take this is kind of like a crusty rock formation, so we can kind of push that down there. There's a bit of shadow on that, natural shadow, so we'll take that there, and take that there, and pop that like that. There probably are some automatic features that will use an artificial intelligence method to do this, but it's kind of good to learn, because you can actually do these things for yourself without having to rely on a computer. And you'd probably be hard pushed to see it from that. There's a little bit going on here, so what we can do possibly is take a bit of that area there perhaps and just break that up so it looks a little bit less unreal, shall we say. That now kind of looks okay to me. So what we'll do is we'll remove the live projection. So we come back out and we can zoom up on that. That kind of looks okay. Come up to the side, zoom up on that. Yeah, I think that's all right. If I really want to check it again, I just go back into equirectangular projection again, and I can hopefully drag it around, and you can't see it at all really if I blow it up. It always pays just to pan it around, because your eye is very good. You might see there's possibly a little bit of pinching going on there, but I'm not going to worry about that. It does what I want to do. If you were looking at a flat floor, then probably it might be easier, it might be harder. I don't know. You just got to play around with these things until you're happy with it. And we'll kick it back out, remove projection, so we've got the full image, and then we'll just file save. The reason why I'm doing this is I've actually got a video clip, and I'm going to overlay part of this as a mask over the base, so you won't see the tripod. The waves will still move, the clouds will still move, the wind will still move, the bushes, etc.